Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires Willa Lykensen doll. This is her packaging. She has one side, like, I think shady side, and the other side is the light side. She comes with her moonstone necklace, a belt, and you can see the doll from all, four sides of the packaging. Here's the back. I do love the kind of forest tone that these doll boxes do have. And then it says, "Don't let her wicked smile fool you. No one's more devoted and selfless than this leader of the pack." And then it says Disney's Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires. We see Willa. And then there's just a bunch of legal information. If you're trying to find her, here's her barcode. I'll let you screenshot that. Okay. So now, let's get her out of the box, aka here she is. I do also have Addison and Nova. However, I don't have those two in box yet, so I'm waiting to get them in box before I review them. So you'll have to wait a little bit for those reviews. But we do have Willa, so that's all that matters, I guess. So here is Willa outside of the packaging. This is her face. She has the same screening as her Zombies 2 doll. However, her lips are a lighter shade compared to her Zombies 2 doll, which I'll compare the two in a minute. She has her moonstone necklace, which I think might be this, actually, it might not be the same sculpt as her Zombies 2 doll. It isn't, actually. It's an entirely new sculpt. It's purple this time instead of the white iridescent color that the Zombies 2 one has. She also has this fluffy, kind of furry collar, I think, right here. It's really pleasant to touch. And then she has this purple jacket. She has these pockets, which are just for decoration. They do not open. And then these look like to be like buttons. This jacket's not made out of the greatest material. I'll say that right now. It's not made out of a great material, but it's fine for what it is. And then underneath her jacket, she has this purple tank top that has like a wolf design on it, like a camp kind of shirt or something like that, because this movie is set at a camp. And then and then the belt, which you have to put on her yourself. You have to put these like around the straps right here. And then we got her pants. Now her pants are probably I wouldn't say my least favorite, but they probably are not my favorite part of this doll. There are these printed on zippers right here. And then we got some more of these folk pockets. And then we have these red claw marks in another folk pocket. And then we have her boots. I do like her boots. They look really cool. There's this, like, I don't know what you would call that. Like, scratch mark design. And then, like, a strap, I think, right here. And then there's, like, these painted on ties right here. And there's a slit, and there's, like, slits in the back so you can take it off if you wanted to. And then she has 11 points of articulation. She can rotate at her head, both shoulders, both elbows, both hips, and both knees. So she has a pretty decent amount of articulation. Here is her hair. It is saran. I think it's the same texture as her Zombies 2 doll. This is more like of a white tone than her Zombies 2 doll is. And then it's pulled back right here. It's kind of like her hair in Zombies 3. And then on her hand, she has this paw print. And then some scratch marks. And then she has this kind of like, I would say that's like a sun or something. And then more scratch marks. And then she has, I think these are like leaves or something. I'm not entirely sure. Her arm is popping out. Let me fix that real quick. That can happen though, guys. So just be aware if you decide to get these dolls. And then she has this, I think arm anklet or something around her left arm. And then she has more of this, I think that's like a painted details. And then more scratch marks. And then she has these 2 bracelets. This looks more to be like just a rope that's tied around her wrist. And then she has this just simple brown bracelet. So yeah, that's basically what the Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires Willa doll. Let's do the comparison between her Zombies 2 doll and her Zombies 3 doll. This is the Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires Willa doll with the other Willa dolls from Zombies 2 and Zombies 3. I think the one that is the cheapest is the Zombies 3 doll, considering the fact that she's made by Hasbro. So it's poly hair, it's they use pretty cheap fabrics, especially like around here, stuff like that. But other than that, they pretty much look very similar. These have the same head sculpts. But there's a difference in between them. I think her lips are a brighter shade than hers. And then her white streak right here is actually like a white color, and while this one is more blonde. This one, I feel like she looks a little too cartoony. I don't know, she just looks a little bit more cartoony compared to the other two who look more realistic. Yeah. So that is the comparison. I think she has like a full-on purple moonstone necklace, and it's just not, and it's already like not on her when she comes in the package. As you guys can see, like it comes off her, like it just comes like in a thing where you have to put it on her yourself, as opposed to Zombies 2 where she it's rubber banded on, and you get her and it's already on her. So yeah, for both the Zombies, like unlike some of the other Zombies 2 dolls, Willa, the Zombies 2 Willa is still very affordable on Amazon. As opposed to like her Zombies, as opposed to like the Addison Zombies 2 doll, like that doll is pretty sought after now. Zed's also pretty expensive. Winter, I feel like, is pretty expensive too. This Addison doll right here, the werewolf one, she is pretty sought after now. Her listing on Amazon was taken down and stuff like that, so so she's pretty sought after. You can't get her new. Also, mine doesn't work anymore. If you want to get her, you'll probably have to get her secondhand. That's probably the cheapest way you'll find her, because I don't think you'll be able to find her new. Her listing on Amazon was pulled down and stuff like that, so yeah. So if you want her, you'll probably have to get her secondhand, because I think her new is gonna like really expensive now. But I did make a review on her. If you want to go check that out, I'll link it in the description. I did that like 4 years ago, so I sound very different in that review. So yeah, that's the Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires Willa doll. Before I go, let's compare the Zombies 2 packaging to the Zombies 4 packaging. So I think the obviously I think this one is more interesting and more fun to look at, but this one's also really cool. It's a huge difference between them. Both of them have Chandler Kinney at the bottom, and both say Willa Lykensen. Or is it Lykensen? I don't know how you pronounce it. Oops. And then both of them in the back and then the back of their packaging, this is what it looks like. Both of them have pretty boring legal information. If you want, I'll actually give you the barcode for the Zombies 2 doll as well if you want to find her somewhere. Okay. And then this actually has the dolls in the back of the packaging. So it shows Addison, Eliza, Winter, Willa, and Zed. I have all these except Eliza because she's so expensive now. And then it says, this fierce leader of the werewolf pack, she owns the night. While this one says, don't let her wicked smile fool you. No one's more devoted than the selfless leader of the pack. Or, I said that wrong. Both of them are made by Mattel. I did have the Zombies 3 packaging. However, I don't know where it went. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you like the video, smash that like button, comment, subscribe. Hopefully soon, I will get to review Addison and Nova, because I do have them. Only out of box at this moment. So, hopefully as soon as I get my inbox ones, I can review them for you guys. So bye guys.